Hello and welcome back to Trent Valley Railway for the April 2018 layout update. In this update I will take you around the lower level of the layout and the baseboards that have been completed around to the control centre. I will show you the removable part of the layout that allows me to get in and out of the garage, which here you have on wheels. I've used the same PSE timber which will support that layout section, and we'll have the pendolino running around the layout. So first, the layout has now been built all the way around the garage on the lower level. I previously showed you the two boards that have been completed in the March 2018 update, and progress has been very good, especially over the Easter period, and been able to get all the way around the edge of the garage with the baseboards. Each of the layout boards has been built in a modular format, which enables ease of construction for each of the separate sections. Each of these is made up of a 9mm plywood sheet on top, then with some softwood timber for the supporting frame that sits underneath the top plywood sheet. There are then PSE timber struts, as you can see there's two of them, and they basically go down into the corners of each of the layout boards, and then underneath that is then some kitchen unit legs which are adjustable, and that has allowed the whole of the layout all the way around the garage to be adjusted so it is dead on level all the way around and on both sides of the garage. What I've also done is, in between the timber posts and the adjustable legs, is add in what is another shelf. So I've used the same 9mm plywood sheet to add in another shelf underneath the layout, which enables all of the garage equipment to be stored, and that's all on that side as you look, and on the other side I've got all of my model railway stock which is stored away underneath the layout. Looking away from the garage door to the rear of the garage, you can see that the breeze blocks have been cut around for each of the baseboards, and all the baseboards have been joined up towards that end of the garage. So this is the view down towards the garage door and that end of the layout, where you'll see in the section in the middle is the removable part of the layout to get in and out of the garage, which we'll go and have a look at in a bit more detail in a minute. But each of the boards down the left and the right hand side have now been completed as well. The boards on the right hand side are approximately 80 metres away from the wall, and the boards on the left hand side are around about 65 centimetres away from the wall, which leaves around about 2 metres in the middle, which is enough space to still move about within the garage. There are many books and videos out there which show you how to create layout baseboards, and I'm not going to go into detail about the rest of the modular baseboards that I've built here in the garage, but what I will talk you through now is how I've put together the removable section for the layout, which here you have on wheels. I've used the same PSE timber which will support that layout section, and I've got some trolley wheels and screwed those in underneath each of the support posts, and then created the top layer. Eventually, to make this section fully removable, I will be cutting the rails along the join, so that obviously when I do need to get in and out of the garage, that section is fully removable. But for the time being, you can see that I've got the circle out on the layout at the moment as a test track, and that would eventually be cut where the join is, and there would be a specific DCC feed which would be plugged in underneath the boards for that section of the layout, and that would also be able to be plugged in and out and be removable for when I need to get in and out of the garage. To ensure that the layout section there doesn't move when I'm running the trains around the layout, I've put on some gate bolts on each side, So there's 2 on this side, on the inner side, and there's 2 on the outer side for when you exit the garage and lock it in place. But these ones on this side of the board have been specifically done by drilling through the wood frame on the adjoining board to make sure that that hole is large enough for the bolt to lock in place, and that enables the board to stay in the exact position for where the rails will eventually join between the 2 boards, and that has been done on both sides of this removable board. And so finally, to show you how this works, I've just unbolted it here, and this will slide in and out, and particularly with the garage door open, that makes it a lot easier. And then when it's in position there, it will then lock in to the adjoining boards, and it will roll out as well the opposite way out towards the garage door on the outside when I need to get in. So you can get in either way, and if I wanted to, I could even store it the other way around in here so it wasn't locked in, but I've decided that it can always stay in locked in position, and I've got the locks on either side to do that. So before we get the Pendolino on the test track around the garage, I just thought I'd give you a 360-degree tour, starting off here at the control centre. So I have a Rocco Z21 DCC controller, and it comes with the wireless box, which you can then control the trains using your phone, tablet or laptop through the Z21 app. And as we come round, you'll then be able to see that there is then the radiator for when it does get really cold in here, but more recently it's been heating up from outside. We then have the trolley with all of the equipment which I use to build the layout, and then as we come round, the track goes all the way down towards the garage door. It then crosses over the removable section of the layout, and then comes back around to the control centre. After completing the baseboards on the lower level of the layout, which will eventually be the fiddle yard, I have gone away and got some Pico concrete sleepered track. I've joined it all up, connected it to the Z21, and here's some running shots of the Pendolino around the layout so far. I hope you enjoyed this April 2018 layout update, and please do comment your thoughts below, they're always welcome. And thank you very much to all the new subscribers to the channel more recently, and I hope in the coming months I can carry on to build the layout up towards the next level. Thank you very much, and see you soon.